Join me as we nurture our inner Dave Navarro, everybody's got one, by learning how to play Mountain Song on our guitars. Yay! But before anybody goes hiring any Sherpas, I would like to take just a moment to thank some very kind folks for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club. Isabel Lustbader, Tim Haywood, Mike Kabat, and Mr. Get You Some. Thank you very, very, very much for your support. And if you would like to join that crazy crew, you will find the link in the description. I may be holding a guitar, but that doesn't mean I can't play the bass riff. Grab the A string 5th fret, that's a D note. You're going to pluck it, hammer on to the 7th fret, that's an E note, and then pluck twice more. Pluck, hammer, pluck, pluck. Then it's the same rhythm, but no hammering involved because the first note is D5. Back to the A string 7th fret. The first thing again, and then open E string 4 times. That's the bass riff. Have Digitech Whammy Will Travel. Then the guitar makes its debut, and I checked out some live versions where Dave Navarro was down here doing one of two things. Sometimes he was playing an E power chord, just open 2, 2, 3 strings. Sometimes he was playing the whole E minor chord. Either one's great, you choose, but the only thing I can definitely confirm hearing on the studio recording is just these 2 notes. This B note and this E note. That's a very particular sound. It's a power chord with the 5th in the bass. So you can do that down here if you want. Just strum those 2 strings. Or you can do it here on E and A7. And that's very convenient for what we're doing next. It's the Jimi Hendrix chord. It's E7 sharp 9. We talked about this recently. A7, D6, G7, B8. So, coming down the mountain. I'm going to play a whole E minor chord here. I want it to be big and you've got plenty of time. Then we're into the main riff of the song, and I mentioned earlier that this is a D note because now we're going to turn this D note into a D power chord. I'd recommend 2 fingers. It's quite a bit easier once we start sliding around, plus I think that's correct, but do 3 if you want to fill it up more. We're going to strum our D power chord and slide up to E. Then we're going to go up and start at G, that's the 10th fret of the A string, and slide down to E. 1 more of the first one, and then we're going to chunk away on our open E string 4 times. That's that. And really the last thing you gotta know is the part that lands on D. Then it becomes D suspended 4. That means put your pinky finger down on the E string 3rd fret. Back to regular, and then we're going to grab a C octave chord. That's 2 C notes. It's A3, G5, down to B, 1 fret lower. So we got D, sus4, back to regular, C, B. Then you do it again. But this time it's going to be D octave chord, so A5, G7 up to D sharp or E flat, 1 fret higher, and we're going to strum 2 sets of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's that. And to end the song, we just do 1 riff and land on E, the power chord, down here. Beautiful. Quick and dirty. That's how we do it on Mondays. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful and that you're not stuck on a mountain or anything. And I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.